And we are live. What is happening, fishers? And welcome to Monday night's live session once again. Yeah, from Bull Moria Fishing Tackle in Vincent Park, East London, South Africa. How was everyone's weekend? Did everyone have a good weekend? I know in East London and the Eastern Cape, we were blessed with a beautiful week's weather and a beautiful weekend's worth of weather, but the weather has changed and the cold front is on its way.
Yeah, so it's true to form that when you can't fish when everyone's working. We have this beautiful weather, and then it decides to change.
Turn on its head.
So it almost happened, except we did have quite good weather on Saturday.
Yeah. But we needed that east wind in East London. Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of west wind, and we had a very strong current running from west to east, and a big groundswell from all those west wind days. It's obviously the wind blowing over the sea out of days. So the east wind definitely slowed it down on Sunday. We needed that. The surge was absolutely horrific the whole day last week. If anyone fished in the Eastern Cape or East London up in the Transkei last week, they'll know all about it. And it coincided with the spring tides, which made fishing quite difficult. But how was your fishing? Did you manage to get some fish in those difficult conditions? Let us know.
Okay, cool. So let's run through some comments. So long, Max says, "How's it, guys?" Johan Schonfeld's giving us a wave, one of our members. Keeping It Real Fishing Club, what's up, guys? And CJ Miller saying, "Hi, guys." So how's it to everyone that has tuned in? Looks like we've got 24 people watching us at the moment, so we're just going to let it build up for a little bit.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Obviously, I think the main points of this live tonight is to talk about the upcoming Monster Shade Classic.
100%.
But let's wait for the numbers to pick up a little bit more just so that we can reach a bigger audience. Anyway, guys, just hit us up with those comments. Let us know what you've been up to. If you see next to Johan Schonfeld's name, he's got an Untraceable sticker. That is Johan Schonfeld's one of our members, guys. So at in the description of the video, there is a members link there. You guys can become a member of Untraceable Fishing. So I don't know if it sounds cheeky or not, but for R9.99, you guys get access to videos earlier than other members. And yeah, you guys get a lot of perks. There's videos that aren't out there to the normal public that the members would have seen.
And a little WhatsApp group you get put on where you can chat directly to Andrew and myself.
Exactly. So for R9.99 a month, guys, it goes a long way in helping us, do what we're doing and do what we love doing. So yeah, if you guys do want to become a member of Untraceable Fishing, the link is down below. Anyway, guys, let's go back to comments here. George says, "How's it, gents?" CJ Miller, "Can't wait for the start of the comp. Neither can we, bud." Musaman RPSC, "How's it, Fish Kings? What's happening, bud?" Monet Stradom, "Only went out one day last week to make baits. Got a lot of baby khalies."
Oh, but you caught some good khalies during the last competition, so I think it's time you catch some small ones as well.
Yeah, exactly. Monet Stradom, always the Khaliun King. It's that bait that you use, bud.
Oh, that looks toxic.
Yeah, toxic. Max, registered already. Awesome. So yeah, guys, we've got 41 people watching. 47 people now. It's jumped up quite quickly. I just want to see how many likes we've got on this video. Only 8 likes, guys.
Please hit that like
47
button.
People, 47 people watching, and looking for 47 likes then. Gents, what's the next comp after the Shad one?
Okay, so the next one after the Shad one, if you're talking national comps, it will be in October. It will be Comptober, as we ran last year. We are going to do things a bit differently this year. We haven't thought about exactly where the boundaries are going to be. Obviously, last year was national everywhere from Namibian border up to Mozambique, but we do understand that some areas produce a lot bigger cob than other areas. So we are going to have boundaries with each angle. So we'll have very similar to the Shad competition, Western Cape, Eastern Cape, Natal, but we might run, we haven't decided yet, up to the Breda River, Breda to Port Alfred River, Port Alfred to some river in the Transkei. We haven't thought about it exactly yet. I need to do my homework there. And then prizes for each of those areas to make things a bit more fair.
Okay, so we're going to get back into some comments here. Double mouth looks interesting. I think we spoke about double mouth earlier, and yes, it's very interesting. Double mouth is probably one of my favorite spots to fish.
It's a very nice spot. Please just be aware it is a nature reserve, so please make sure you do make yourself known when you go down there and do pay the access fees like you should legally pay before you go into fish that area.
Correct. Darren Naidu, another one of our members, says, "Hey chaps, Matt Visick, what is happening, fishers?" Yes, Chana, what is happening? New little ripped gene, you. Zunaid Khan, hi guys, love the channel. Johan Schonfeld, is there a certain sea temp that shad will be biting? And he means barometric pressure as well.
Yeah, so shad, listen, shad, to me, the barometric pressure doesn't pay too much. They're quite frantic when they're frantic. Sea temperature, I know in this London area, personally, I like anything from like 17 degrees upwards, a bit colder than that. They are still around, but the bite gets a bit tighter. 17, 19 degrees, I'm happy. And then obviously the magic numbers, if you've got 1,010 to 1,020 barrow, fish are always going to be chewing during those numbers.
Okay, cool. So, Jared DeCock, Tackle Tuesday or fishing content this week? Well, Tackle Tuesday for sure. That's every single week.
Yeah.
Fishing content, yes, if we catch fish.
You need to catch fish.
Yeah, that's all dependent on if we catch fish or not, if I can put a video together. George Africa, what is happening, fishers? Bob Pessy, how's it, O's? Just wanted to find out, what are your thoughts on the old Saltiga 50 for rock and surf use?
Nothing wrong. I think a very good Saltiga's always been a good reel, even if they're the older ones. Very solid. If you've got one in good working condition, phenomenal, and a super strong reel.
Okay, Duval Mutton, got it right, buddy. Good evening, gents. Demi Power, do you guys only do rock and surf fishing?
99% of our stuff's rock and surf fishing. We do, when we can, get a little bit of deep sea fishing in now and again. I know Andrew enjoys deep sea fishing. I enjoyed a bit of bass fishing, and we will have some estuary, light tackle estuary fishing coming through this year. Boat is there, ready to go, but we're just waiting for summer to come so we can get some fish in our rivers again.
Okay, cool. So George is asking, is there going to be more multi-species comps this year? Yes, there will be.
The December comp in December will be a multi-species comp. We haven't decided the species yet, but I'm sure it'll be very similar to in line with what we did last year.
Okay, Darren Naidu, besides felt drift, are there any other shad hotspots in the Western Cape?
Yo, I'm not too sure at all. I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Maybe someone in the comments can give Darren Naidu an answer. Otherwise, let's put that question into our WhatsApp group, Darren, and let me get some information from the guys up in the Western Cape.
I know the guys, I've seen just in videos of other YouTubers, Stray Spy, Hun Spy, some good shad have come out there in some of those videos.
Okay, so Tobias Prinsloo, he was the winner of the
Horizon
number
5.
I saw on his WhatsApp status that it's finally arrived today.
Has he got it? Oh, super stoked, Tobias.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
So he's saying, what's happening, fishers? What color clone would you suggest for shad?
Oh, that's a difficult one. So everyone's got their favorite color, match the hatch. I think grab 3 colors, grab a white for, I'd say, midday use, grab a darker color for the evenings, and if there's a bit of haze around, something bright. I'd go pink, a white or bone color, and then a mackerel or natural color for super clean water.
Cool. So I just wanted to double check, guys. Last week we had some sound issues. This week our microphones have been replaced.
New ones, yes.
Much to my insurance's dismay, yes, that's the word. So just let us know if the sound's okay. We're hoping that it's good and all good tonight. So Chris Kerwin, how's it, guys? Just wanted to know, do you guys get sardines your side?
Yes, we do. We actually have a video of us. They normally pass quite far off our coast, but there are some rare occasions they do come in close. The video of us was 2 years ago.
It was a year ago.
A year ago. Yeah. Actually, a year ago, Andrew and I are netting sardines off the beach. So they do come in close sometimes.
Okay, Mornay Stradom says Langebaan for Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mornay Stradom, I think you're probably the best oak to...
Yeah, the Western Cape guru.
Yeah, there. Western Cape guru. So give us some other spots there. Craig says, Darren Bud, stick to catching clip fissies. Your shots fired. CJ Miller says, it sounds good. All right, guys. So we've got 62 people watching. That's what I can see. Do you guys... Is the sound okay? Sounds good.
Someone said good, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Okay, fantastic. George, Jens, what's your opinion on the Loomis and Franklin Mirage for rock and surf fishing for Cobb and Garrick?
I think it'd be a good choice. I can't see anything wrong with it.
Mirage is not bad.
Not bad at all, yeah.
No, Mirage is not bad. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to get into the Monster Shad Comp. I would like to see some questions in the comments there from you guys. Please hit us up with any questions that you've got. The Monster Shad Comp this is going to be the second year. Last year we had over 500 anglers. This year it is over a month. Last year it was over only a weekend. So there's no excuses for you not catching fish. We're running it this year from the 13th of June up until the 13th of July. There are school.
It doesn't
public-
coincide with about half of the school holidays and a public holiday, so there's plenty of time for everyone to get fishing.
Yeah, so I don't think there's a reason for you not to go fishing. Last year, the guys really struggled, especially here locally. The conditions weren't very good.
Hence, we decided to do it over a month because we had really bad weather over that weekend, and it doesn't make it fair for everyone.
Over that weekend, it was actually when those SARS got hit by the lightning.
Yes, and we picked them up.
And we picked them up.
That is quite correct, yeah.
So that's why this year, guys, it's running over a whole month, and I think it's going to be
a monster.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, so it's going to be an absolutely huge competition this year. I can't wait for it. We are expected to secure, just in lucky draw prizes, guys, anywhere between 80 and 100,000 rands with lucky draw prizes. I'm busy, hard at work at the moment on trying to get some prizes and stuff put together. But so far, what we can say we have got.
So we have an Assassin Horizon number 5. Once again, guys, the best rock and surf rod in the world. We have a Hearty Rise Kayasuta, a Hearty Rise Tanoshi. We have a Fishman Marauder, the ultimate 11-foot shad stick. We also have a 1,000 rand Trident hook voucher with a Trident hooks. Clone have once again come to the party. The first, not the biggest, the first shad, legal size shad, we're going to call it, so it must be 30 centimeters, caught in a clone lure was a 1,000 rand clone hamper. Plus Plant Tire, once again, come to the party. Thank you, Plus Plant Tire. Dave said the first 60 centimeter shad, be it caught within the first 10 seconds of the competition, be it caught on the last day of the competition, but the first submitted 60 centimeter plus shad is going to get 3,000 rand cash from them paid into their bank account. Big thank you from that. Anything else left? I know we've got Monster Braid, we've got reel from Shimano. We don't know which one it is yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, so there is a reel from Shimano coming, guys. I don't want to give too much away, but it's between a Saragossa, a Twin Power, and a Stella.
Yeah, so there's nothing worse, nothing below Saragossa.
Nothing lower than
Saragossa, yeah. So there's going to be a phenomenal reel, and there are lots more prizes on the way. And besides that, it's the Monster Shad, it's cash money competition. So for those of you who haven't run before, there is a video out, will be coming out tomorrow night, but just a quick thing. Western Cape, Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, first place in each of the provinces will get 5,000 rand cash money. Second place, 2,000 rand. Third place, 1,000 rand. With the overall winner, the biggest shad in the country, getting an additional 10,000 rand. Should that be you, that is 15,000 rand for catching the biggest shad during this competition. Additionally, there's also 1,000 rand for the best junior catch and 1,000 rand for the best ladies catch. Juniors and ladies are also entered into the open category. So should you be the best junior with the biggest shad in the country, you walk away 16,000 rand richer, or lady 16,000 rand richer.
All right, so I'm going to skip Leslie's comment for now. We'll come back to that one. George, what's the regulations and rules for the comp, and how does it work for measurements? George, watch the video tomorrow night. Basically, Dean can show you with our shad, not shad fish here.
Okay, I don't know where my knot tape measure went to. Okay, so
this is a not shad.
This fish name's not shad. So what are you going to do? Every angler will be given a unique angling number. My angling number is EC001. Not that I can enter the competition, but I've allocated that number to myself. In the meantime, at Lions Inn on that Friday the 13th. It's going to be a lucky Friday the 13th this time. And what you'll do is measure your fish from the V in the tail being a shad to the tip of the nose over the top, so we can clearly see the measurements. Tape measures need to be clearly visible and straight as possible. And that is the way you submit your fish. Fish caught will be submitted to a WhatsApp group. The Eastern Cape, Western Cape, and KwaZulu-Natal will each have their own groups. These groups are only there for submitting catches. They are non-chat groups. We will have a fourth group for chatting, sharing stories of the big one that got away. Maybe you picked up a punsi, or you picked up a carp fishing for shad, you want to show it off. So those groups will only be for catches and biggest catches to be sent through, just to give the guys a bit of leeway on their phone. If they don't want to be part of the chat group, they don't have to be part of the chat group. We've had some guys that didn't enjoy it, so we've made things fair for everyone, and I think that will benefit everyone.
Okay, so Steve says sound is a lot better, thanks. Chris Kuhn, your shad comp, how far is it, and is also in KZN? Chris, yes. It's open to KZN. KZN have their own category, which is really cool. Craig, how many entries do we have so far? Craig, it's close to 100 already, with a long way to go still. Kiyash Ramnath, we'll come back to that one. Dave Norman, thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate it.
Remember, happy days.
I've popped my number below. Just send me a message. I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. Zane says, hey guys, Max, have the groups already been made? Yes, they have been made. If you have entered, you should have been added to one of the groups. If you haven't, just send me a WhatsApp message. I might have missed it. Zane, what's up for auction? Unfortunately, there's no auction tonight, guys. We're going to be doing an auction from next week. Chris Kerwin, how much is it to enter the comp? It is 200 Rand to enter the comp. Yeah, and that obviously opens you up to winning an enormous amount of cash as well as a great amount of lucky draw prizes.
Up to, if you're a lady or junior, up to 16,000 Rand worth of cash. If you're not a lady junior, 15,000 Rand worth of cash. And in line to win one of, we estimated between 60 and 80,000 Rand worth of lucky draw prizes.
Yeah, so I'm saying between 80 and 100,000 Rand
okay,
for
even
the lucky
more.
draw
Sorry.
prizes. Yeah, I'm pushing it up even more, guys. Where should you cast for shad? In the sea.
Okay, so let me just help. Is it Josh? Eh?
Yeah, George.
So George, so the best place is shad like a bit of working white water. I found they don't like water that is super turbulent. As long as there's some nice white water nearby, deeper water points, something that got a bit of cover to chase fish on. But that is probably, you can pretty much fish in a lot of places for shad, and you'll be surprised we will catch them.
Okay, so Duval Matson, what will you guys recommend braid to leader thickness matchup? Say 50-pound braid. What size and what pound do you suggest? Because rod eyes also play a big role. I'm assuming 50-pound braid.
Yeah, to what pound
to
leader?
What pound leader?
Braid leader. So if you're looking at don't fishing mono leader, braid leader, I think yes, rod guards do play a big toll. I think more what knot you're tying. I suggest looking into a PR bobber knot or FG knot, being the slimmest of the knots available to tie leaders on. 50-pound, I run up right up to, sounds a bit ridiculous, I run up right up to 180 pound if I'm fishing for reggies, and I even use 180 pound for silver and black stemras, just to stop myself being cut off on the rocks. And it casts quite well. I think just a nice slim knot is more important than the thickness.
All right, so Max, okay, Chris Kerwin, okay, cool guys, thanks, keep up the good work. Hope to see more videos. You definitely will. Max, FG all the way. That's my knot of choice. Dean's is the PR bobbin, both equally as strong. I think the PR might be a little bit stronger in my opinion. I'm just very lazy to tie it. Monet Stradom, last year I got the twin power in the lucky draw. Yes, you did. Very lucky man. Bryson Chanda, greetings from KZN, you legends. No, you the legend, bud. So anyway, Bryson was on our Mazeppa Bay trip with us. The third and final installment of the series is up tonight at 7:30.
Fantastic.
So make sure you guys go check that out. It's got the one and only Maxine Groenewald fighting was a blacktip.
Blacktip, very good blacktip.
Very good blacktip shark, guys. So go check it out at 7:30. The link is on our YouTube channel, as well as it will be on our Facebook page at 7:30. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, go follow us as well. LB Meyer, can we get clarity on how we will measure the fish, as some use mats and others over the fish? So LB, what we have said is that we want all measurements to be over the top of the fish.
Someone jump in there with mats. Mats are allowed. The reason we don't want tape measures under the fish, there are some guys out there, they'll try to crook the books. You can fold the tape measure. Mats you can't fold. You can clearly see that a mat has not been folded. So we'd say on top of the fish, if you use a mat, I'm happy with the mat because you can clear it hasn't been folded. The shad, it's not going to make too much difference. I don't think. A shad's not the biggest, roundest fish in the world. It's quite a flat fish. So you're not going to get too much extra mileage over the top of the fish. So when in doubt, rather get yourself a sewing tape measure in centimeters, measure over the top of the fish and make it equally fair for everyone. But if you have a mat, you're all welcome to use it.
All right. Zane, how good is the Assassin Beachmaster, the first spec? I think we'll come back to that one. I just want to get to the other questions. George will definitely watch the Mazeppa Bay episode. The last 2 episodes were epic. Yeah, I had loads of fun editing those. Duval Matson, when do you use mono or fluorocarbon leader?
Well, there are certain times. Fluorocarbon or mono. I only use braided leader bait fishing now. I used to use fluoro and mono. There are a few occasions if the water is crystal clear, I'll use a fluorocarbon leader, or for lure fishing, I still prefer a fluorocarbon or mono leader to a braided leader to the lure, just a bit more stealthy.
Okay, so Fishing Port Elizabeth, good evening, guys. FG for me. Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked out Fishing Port Elizabeth, go give them a like and a subscribe. I think it'll go a long way in helping their channel grow as well. I know we appreciate every single subscriber that comes onto our platform as well. Let's get back to Zane. How good is the Assassin Beachmaster first spec? Good rod.
No, that's the rod that Doms and Dylan have both
Doms
got.
and Dill have, yeah.
Very good rods. A nice solid rod, awesome for black stemra, silver stemras fishing, and to target some of your small to medium non-heads.
Okay, George, is the Assassin Spin XH a good rod for rock and surf fishing? I think it's a good rod for scratching.
It'll be a scratching rod. It's probably much 11. I think they come in 11 up to a 12, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not actually sure. Nice spinning rod if you can throw some lures. And if you're going to chase a little shad or a bluefish, I think a fantastic rod for that.
Cool. So, guys, are there any more questions regarding the Monster Shad comp? Please let us know. This is your time to ask those questions. We tried to make it that this would be one of the times that you could ask questions. If there's anything that you're confused about, just let us know in the comments so that we can try and answer as best as we possibly can. Fishing Port Elizabeth, shot, guys. Yeah, even subs. Much appreciated. Yeah, guys. Like I said, I think all of us YouTubers, we rely on subs to keep us going. So yeah, the more subscribers we get, the better it is for us. So go and show some love for the other YouTubers. Tobias Prinsloo, are you going to do teams? Tobias, not for this one.
No.
Not for the shad comp. Yeah, unfortunately not for this one. It's fine on the multi-species comps, but for the ones where it's limited to one species, it becomes very, very complicated for us. Calvin de Klerk, is river shad allowed for this comp?
Any shad will be allowed for this comp.
Correct. Okay, Zane. Okay, wait, let me come back to that one. Chasing fish with Dev. Where do I start to get a sponsor? Should I answer that one?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So I think as anglers, YouTubers, influencers to some degree, we all rely on social media to get the attention of sponsors. So I think the best place to start when it comes to where you can find sponsors is to be as active as possible on social media. Build up your network, grow your base, tag as many companies as you possibly can when you're using their product. So if you're using an Assassin product, tag Assassin. If you're using an Akuma product, tag Akuma. Try and get your network to grow, and as your network grows, so you will get people that might approach you to use their stuff. I think that's the best advice I can give you, is just to network as much as possible.
Just, if I can sum up there quickly, no company or any sponsor is not giving you something unless they're getting something back. Sponsorship is a mutual understanding between two parties. So you need to be giving them as much as they're giving you, pretty much for your relationship to go forward.
Okay. So Zane says, okay, cool. I have 20,000 followers across platforms, 40,000 likes, and 100,000 views. So what are your numbers on YouTube? Let me start there, because that's a big platform. So what are your numbers on YouTube? Okay, Zane, I just bought the Beachmaster and the Zorz 80 black and silver, going to be balanced. And what are your thoughts on the setup? Both of opinions, please.
Sport the Zorz. What was it? Beach. Zane, you got my number. WhatsApp me that after the show, and let me answer, because I need to get that. I don't know which Beachmaster you got. Let's have a look at it, and let me answer you personally. You got my number. Hit me up with.
All right. So, chasing fish with Dev. Wait for the sponsors to come to you, or wait for the people to come to you. That's my opinion. We haven't gone to approach companies at all.
Yeah.
Companies have approached us. I think that's what you want to do. Okay. So Anyway, Duval Mutton, is the Shadcom catch and release, or does it not matter? Look, we cannot police that. If you want to keep your shad, just make sure you keep within bag limits, which is 4, and they have to be 30 centimeters
total length.
Total length.
But we do encourage, please put all your shad back. If you need to eat one, it's in your rights, eat one, but please put them all back.
Okay, so Chasing Fish with Dev, I've only just started on YouTube, but 100 followers on average, 1,000 views a video. Some go up to 3,000. Then just keep plugging away at YouTube. I think it's a solid platform, and you can only grow from there. Fishing Port Elizabeth, solid info about the sponsorships. Yeah, glad we could help. I think, yeah, finding sponsors in this game is important. Let them come to you.
Yeah, you're not getting anything for free. If someone thinks sponsorship is getting stuff for free, not going to happen, guys. You either time or it's a relationship, as I said earlier.
Lekker like a firecracker. Let's see who else we've got commenting here. Musaman, what would be the size of the new mystery Shimano reel? I'm still unsure of the reels needed for the Horizon number 5.
We wouldn't know the size. We don't even know what reel it is yet. So
yeah.
Horizon number 5, I'd say a 10,000 would be perfect, or 14,000. Pretty much the same size reels, different spool arbors. 10 or 14,000, depending on the application, would be perfect for that rod.
Okay, so I've fished with the 10,000 twin power, and I have a spare 14,000 spool, and it balances absolutely beautifully. Okay, Duval, the sound is breaking up at times, but I'm sorry about that. It shouldn't be, but if it is, I do apologize. Can you guys do something on, what is that, LRF, please? Explain.
Yeah, probably. I'm assuming you're saying light river fishing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going that. We can look into that in the future. I know Andrew and I've got a boat that we're going to start using in September, October, when it warms up in the rivers a bit. So maybe hang around till then, and we'll do what we're going to kit the boat out with and how we're going to go fish.
Exactly. Cool, guys. So we've got a few more minutes. So if there's any other comments, send them through. If you need to know anything else, send them through. Any other information on the Shad Comp, hit us up. Otherwise, tomorrow's Tackle Tuesday is on.
Tomorrow's Tackle Tuesday on the Assassin Evo range of rods.
So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be a very good episode. I know the guys, I think they did very well tonight. So I'm going to have fun editing that. Just a big thank you while we're here to the guys at Plus Plant Hire for their generous donation towards the Shade Comp. Guys at Clone Lures, we appreciate you. To Assassin and Fishman and Hearty Rise and to everyone that's come on board, we do appreciate it. Yeah. So there's a ton more sponsors that I've got to approach still. So just keep watching this space because we're going to add to the list as we keep going. CJ Miller, who's guessing the size of the winning shad?
I think we're going to get 80 plus this year.
I also think we're going to get an 80 plus. Last year we had a 74 centimeter shad win, bearing in mind that it only ran over a weekend last year.
I saw a picture of a shad caught at Bolompo this weekend, 92 centimeters.
Okay, so
big fish.
Chasing Fish with Dev, will an iPhone 14 work for content as GoPros are out of the price range? So let's put it this way. So when myself and Dean started, before we had GoPros, we actually had I think it was an iPhone 12 Pro. And we linked it up with a DJI Osmo gimbal. And it was a lot of running backwards and forwards
But it worked well.
To
get
get
fantastic footage.
To get the footage, but we had to run around, go grab the phone, turn it on, make sure the gimbal was stabilized, and then film. And that's how we filmed before we each got GoPros and before we got the drones and all the fancy equipment. We fished on it. We captured all of our footage on an iPhone. So iPhone is definitely doable. So yeah, just keep plugging away. It's a long journey with YouTube. My best advice for YouTube is to just be as consistent as possible. Gents, what's the smallest size of the BKK Chinu shark hooks
that it comes in?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check. Justin Davies, how's it, boys? How's it, bad? Hope you well. Okay, so we're gonna check that Chinu hook quickly. So Dev, I'm assuming you've got a channel. So let's say to anyone watching this, go check out Chasing Fish with Dev. Give him some love. Hit that subscribe button. Help him grow his channel, and yeah, we can help each other grow here, guys. So anyway, Dean's busy going to go check on that Chinu hook.
I don't know if this is the smallest size. The smallest size stocked at Balmoria is a number 7. I don't know if you could catch anything smaller than that unless you'd like making flies. Imagine trying to put a piece of bait on that.
No, man.
And you would have so much fun. Yeah, perfect for catching stripies.
Crazy. Anyway, guys, I think that wraps up tonight's live session. Hope you guys all enjoyed this one, and I guess we'll catch you all again soon. Cheers.